Lawsuits are a fact of life. You can't get around living within a world that has lawsuits, but this is probably the most wild and stupid one that I have ever witnessed in my entire life.
Mr. Sutton here invited me out on a date and then proceeded to walk out on the tab.
This man asked you to go with him on a date and then he left before the bill came?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we just look at this guy's face right now? I would have left too.
Uh-oh. Tell me more. Let's start with, how did y'all meet? How do you know this man?
So I'm a social media influencer, and
Okay, let's just stop right there. That explains a lot. She's a social media influencer, and she has high standards. You can tell she has very high standards.
Mr. Sutton, the defendant, came on my
page. He slid into your
His
DMs.
face is
essentially. And we were discussing and we were talking for a couple weeks, and we were just chatting over the phone. And he originally asked me out on a couple dates, first one being coffee and the second one being ice cream.
So those dates took place?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
I don't drink coffee, first off. And
Let's just, I don't drink coffee.
secondly, I'm
weirdo.
lactose
She's
intolerant,
probably a vegan,
so
too.
we did not do coffee, nor did we did ice cream.
So
Plus,
you declined those dates?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, continue, ma'am.
Well, after we had continued talking, he shortly after decided to ask me out on a date. And we decided on dinner Friday at...
Dude, I would probably have the same exact face. Now, I get it. If it's a weird date, if you're having a bad time, like, the whole idea of this is like, why are you gonna sue somebody over something so stupid? Unless the bill was like $2,500, which I don't know. We'll have to find out. But like, I've been involved in legal situations with the business, and like, it has to be an actual issue for it to go to court. It's crazy.
5:30. Unfortunately, our original timing did not quite work out with my schedule. I had to reschedule on him twice. First time being with work, I was on a fashion shoot, and my shoot lasted a little bit longer than I was anticipating.
That happens.
So,
because this is how you pay your bills, I assume, ma'am. You're a full-time influencer.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I do think sometimes people hear that, Ms. Collins, and they can be dismissive. But the reality is,
we don't care.
okay, so your
Stephen A. Smith, I love
shoot
Stephen A.
runs
Smith.
long, you have to reschedule.
yes, that was the first one. Second, I ended up having to reschedule on him a second time because my father did fall ill, and he
sorry.
lives. Thank you.
Yeah.
He does live nearby, so I tend to go over there and take care of him every now and again.
Okay, so there's 2 reschedules. He's understanding, I suppose. And then how do you actually get on the date?
Well,
You probably just reschedule like a normal person.
eventually our schedules.
I love the people in the back. I don't know if that's the jury or the what do you call it? The jury duty people. The jury, they seem like they are so over it. They are wasting their time.
Ended up working out, and we were able to make it on time.
Great.
So we scheduled for 5:30 on a Friday, and I was a little bit late.
How late, ma'am?
We scheduled for 5:30. I showed up at 6:15.
45 minutes late.
Whoa, the first words the man has spoken, 45 minutes late.
Mr. Sutton, I promise you I did not fail math. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Okay, 45 minutes late, ma'am. That's not a little. Go ahead.
I got stuck in traffic.
Ma'am, come on, please, go ahead.
Bro,
Showing up 45 minutes late
Got him.
is pure disrespect for him and his time.
shout out to the Modern King for
And when
this
he
video.
left her
Showed up at 6:15, and that was when our date proceeded.
And how was his energy when you showed up 45 minutes late? Because this is the first time y'all are seeing each other in person, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see that doesn't make like a great impression. So to the extent he was excited to see and meet you finally, that might be compromised after 45 minutes of waiting on someone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I would have probably left. I thought it would have been a stand-up.
But you get there. How was it?
very, very small chit chat, just pleasantries in regards to when I show up. And I'm a little frantic because I know that I'm running late. So,
Were you apologetic, ma'am?
of course.
Okay.
Yes. So sitting down, the waiter originally comes over and I go ahead and I order myself a margarita because they're my favorite. And I have not eaten.
Dude, modern dating has gotten out of hand. I am thankful that I am married. I've been married for almost 4 years going. And it's the greatest thing that you can ever experience in this lifetime. Getting married and having kids. Thank you, Jesus, for putting me in a position to do something like this. And my true prayer for all these people, all of you watching, is that you would find somebody that you trust and love enough that you get married and you don't have to go through like this dating stuff right now. This is not what the Lord called us to do when it comes to dating and relationships, especially going on a date and then suing the other person. Like, come on, bro. That's pitiful. That's ridiculous.
All that day. So I'm starving. So I originally go ahead
starving. I'm
with
gonna
my
sue him.
margarita, order a calamari as well.
Okay.
And
Did you ask him if he wanted anything to eat, ma'am? No, I'm just, because we're getting your order in, but.
Look at his face.
well, I
didn't-
assumed that
she
he
didn't-
would have ordered something if he wanted anything.
So the answer is no.
No,
At this
I did
point,
not
you
ask.
just ordered your margarita and your calamari. Okay.
Yes,
And
he
that's
had a
just-
drink already.
Okay. Well, I would hope so if he was sitting there waiting for you for 65 minutes. That's my rule. And then do you proceed to order more food?
Yes.
Okay. What
Later
did you
on.
order, ma'am?
Well, after I finished the original appetizer, I went ahead
Wait, guess. Let me know in the comments. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Is it a filet mignon?
and I ordered another drink. And
Also a margarita?
yes,
Because I just want a visual. Okay, go ahead.
yes.
Another
And,
margarita.
I don't
So
really
at this point, we're like $40 in on her side, and the dude hasn't said a word. The dude hasn't ordered his food. This is all about her up to this point.
really like to drink on an empty stomach. So I not only had the calamari, but I also had the fried alligator was my second.
She
Starter, or have we gotten to your entree yet?
No, that was just the starter.
Okay, let's go. What did you get for your entree, ma'am?
I got a salmon.
Okay, so you had the calamari, you had the fried alligator, you've had 2 margaritas at this point, and now you've got a
Dude, I love that this was being televised. I mean, it looks like it was on a TV show. I love the fact that there's airtime for something like
Plate of
this. That is
salmon?
hilarious.
Yes.
Okay, and did you get any more cocktails?
I did get one more cocktail.
Okay, so you had
with my
3
dinner.
drinks. Okay. Do you have an itemized bill that the court can look at, ma'am, and see?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead and proffer that to my bailiff.
Just have everything,
I'll take
the entire
everything.
folder.
Sure.
And while you are doing that, you know what they say about stories, there's 2 sides. Let me get to you, Mr. Sutton. Thank you for your patience here, sir. Let's get to what you
He's
can
been very silent. The
corroborate.
only thing that he has said so far is she was 45 minutes late.
You meet this woman on social media, she's very beautiful.
Which
You
time is valuable, bro. Time is valuable. If somebody made me wait for 45 minutes, I would not be very happy.
slide in her DMs, you start communicating.
Yes,
you,
Your Honor.
You find out that she's a social media influencer professionally, bada bing, bada
Typically, sorry to keep pausing the video, but typically, like if I'm going in for a meeting or I'm meeting somebody at a restaurant or on a Google Meet call or a Zoom call or something, that anything that has to do with business related things, I typically 5 to 10 minutes goes by and I'm like moving on with my day because I'm not going to sit there waiting, pushing everything else an hour back. And I know that's kind of like that's a preference. That's a preference that I have decided that it is important to me because the priorities in my life are I need to do a certain amount of things to keep my business running, to reach my goals for me and my family and for serving the Lord. And if somebody isn't aligned with those goals and don't respect my time enough to meet me within, I mean, 5-10 minutes is fine, but like almost an hour, like if this was a business meeting, I would have been long gone a long time ago.
bada boom, somebody's number is exchanged, y'all start talking on the phone.
Yes.
At what point, sir, do you decide I am interested enough to take her on an in-person date?
Well, I was interested very early on. I asked her out 2 times.
Okay, so this shows being sued for $218.69.
Both times she turned me down.
So then, after 2 cancellations, and did you believe those cancellations?
To be completely honest,
You better be. You're sworn in.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the first scenario, the modeling,
this judge is
I don't know much
hilarious.
about it. I think she could have taken maybe 10 or 15 seconds just to send me something. She told me like 10 minutes before our date. I've already driven there. That was very upsetting to me.
Okay, you left that part out. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, and then as far as the second incident is
With her father's illness.
yes, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt.
No,
and
I understand. The court agrees with that.
Yes.
Okay, so for finally,
Yes.
we get on a dinner date, and you concede, Mr. Sutton, that you did ask her on the 3rd date, and it was your idea to say, you know what? You don't like milk, you can't do lactose, you don't like coffee, let's go to dinner.
I said let's go to drinks, not dinner.
Ooh, big difference.
I never
Well,
said
see,
anything.
you got to clear it up. See, Mr. Sutton, because this is how I'm going to make my ruling. So you're telling the court that you said nothing about dinner. You said, let's go to drinks.
I said let's go to drinks.
Ms.
That's it.
Collins, did he say, let's go to drinks?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
$218.
First,
How many
she
margaritas does she
rescheduled
have?
twice, as we've mentioned, and then finally we lock in a date, and it's during happy hour.
I noticed that. I didn't want to say nothing.
5:30.
But when you said that y'all were meeting at 5:30, it's happy hour. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, and I made that explicit that I wanted to meet at happy
Oh, you
hour.
said that. Okay.
Yes.
And one thing I like about somebody that's direct is you know what to expect. So there's an indication when someone says, I want to take you out during happy hour, you know what time it is. Right? I mean, hello.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, sir. So you own that you are looking for a happy hour experience. Continue.
Yes, so I get there at 5:20, Your Honor, and I get a phone call from her at 5:25 saying she'll be a few minutes late.
Okay.
I interpreted few minutes as a few minutes. I guess
And
that
then
means
you
something else
found
to
out
her.
it was 45 minutes.
It was 45 minutes.
Right.
I ordered one margarita, and the waiter felt so bad for me, he slipped me another one at the happy hour price after 6 o'clock when that ended.
Dude, that's so sad. That's so sad. I wonder how often this happens to men in bigger cities. Like, I've never lived in a bigger city than 150,000 people in it. But I feel like this can be an area of life that is very difficult for men, especially right now with the feminist stuff going on. Like, totally against what the Lord has called us to do as a humanity and as a civilization. If you make the male obsolete, the entire world will collapse. Like, that's just how it is. Like, the Lord created it this way because there had to be somebody who is in charge of doing the hard and difficult things. And not to say that the value of these women is less, but like, you can't just expect the entire world on a platter. There's some guys who will do their best. Like, we're human, we are human, and that's no excuse. But just find a dude who, or be the dude. If you're a male watching this, like, be the dude who is following the Lord and being obedient to the Lord, and find a God-fearing wife, and none of this stuff will ever happen.
She finally shows up at 6:15. I'm a little annoyed at this point,
I
but I'm
would
trying to
imagine.
keep it together.
Now, did she look like her photos?
She did. She was gorgeous.
Okay. No, she is.
Yeah. And she finally sits down, and the conversation
Was she
a little
apologetic when she showed up 45 minutes late, sir?
she mentioned it vaguely, but it was.
But you didn't really feel like it was
no,
heartfelt?
No,
Okay.
it felt very.
I don't know
cold.
why, but for some reason I suspected that. Okay.
I posted
She orders a calamari as well. We have a very, very brief conversation.
Well, let's back up.
Yes.
When she orders the cocktail and the calamari together, I presume,
Yes.
were you surprised because your offer was drinks?
Of course, yes. I was very surprised. I wasn't hungry. I ate beforehand. We said we were meeting for drinks specifically, and I just didn't think she was going to be ordering food. And I don't eat fried food like that either, Your Honor.
Right. Well, it doesn't really matter. The point is, as you said drinks, she starts ordering cuisine.
Exactly.
And you are shocked, but you don't say anything. You're just shocked. Now, at that point, because I'm just curious, were you contemplating the possibility that maybe there was going to be a split check at some point? Like maybe if she's hungry, she'll take care of her food, but allow you to treat her to cocktails because that was the nature of the agreed upon date?
I thought we were meeting up just for drinks,
Right.
and I thought she was going to maybe fit the bill for her, but what she did in the subsequent moments made me question that entire thing.
Okay, so yeah, what did she do then?
Well, by the time the waiter brings over the food and the margarita, she is on her phone.
Margaritas.
She's on social media. She's posting, and she starts acting like I'm not even there.
Remember the mistake.
Be
Classic.
taking photos, and I am taking videos. I'm with
That's
a handsome
working.
young man, and I mean, I suppose, yes, considering the fact that I am an influencer, it
Correct.
is working.
Okay, so you're working on the date. You now feel.
I usually don't bring my work to a date.
and
Your
let's
Honor,
get to
but
that, sir. What do you do for a living?
I am a substitute teacher.
Okay, what grades?
K through 12, I'm able to.
What? That was not what I was expecting him to say.
Okay, so you work in education. You're now on a date. The date shows up 45 minutes late. She
Oh, my bad.
immediately
That
pulls
was the
out her
wrong
phone
scene.
and starts engaging and really working on the date.
Yes.
While she's ordered, so far, a calamari and a margarita.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And the waiter comes by again and still ignoring me, and she orders her second round of drinks and a crispy alligator. Another top shelf margarita, by the way. I'm getting really
By the way, let me just add that in there. Another top shelf.
fed up at this point, as I think any
She's laughing
reasonable
in the background. I don't know if you can see that, but
man would
this chick
be.
is laughing.
Okay.
And the waiter is about to come around a third time, but I said, let's try to give this one more chance. And I try engaging in a conversation with her, and I asked her about her father.
Hey, real quick, if you are enjoying these videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button because a large percentage, like 95% of viewers who watch my videos are not subscribed. So I would appreciate it. It means the world to me. And keep watching to the end because I might include one of your comments if it is worthy of sharing. Let's keep going.
She just ignores me. She doesn't even engage in the conversation, which calls into question everything else that came before.
Okay. When did she order the salmon, sir?
She ordered the salmon at the end. That was the
Dude, I'm honestly impressed that they can recollect the exact like time of things. And if it happened recently, like totally get it. But this stuff is very specific. And if I was put in a position, like I probably wouldn't be able to.
third time
Okay.
they
Recall
came around.
this stuff.
Yeah, so she wasn't even done with the previous place before she starts ordering more food. And so she orders the salmon and the other drink, and I'm just fed up. I can't take it anymore. I'm seeing red. And I just decide I have to leave right now, else I'm going to make a big mistake.
What's the big mistake?
I felt like I would explode, Your Honor. I was just so angry and felt so disrespected.
Oh, well, okay, okay.
Disrespected. Hey, there's a good book speaking about relationships and specifically marriages. Love and Respect is a fantastic book. It basically breaks down like the differences between how men think in a relationship and how women think in a relationship. This has really nothing to do with, I don't talk about a ton of relationship stuff, but like this stuff is spot on and it helps you realize as a spouse or if you're in a relationship of some sort, it helps you realize what the other person is thinking and what they're thinking on the inside based on how they react. Because I don't know how women think, and women don't know how we think. And so go check out that book if you
Okay.
haven't.
So how do you get out, literally? Like, how do you
I
excuse
told
yourself
her-
for the table?
Yes, Your Honor. I told her I was going to go to the restroom.
Right. Said another way, what lie did you make up to get out of this horrible situation?
Yes, I told her I was going to the restroom, and I beelined for my car, and I didn't look back.
Okay, so you never even went to.
Okay, so this part I side with the chick a little bit on this part because that's a disrespectful way to handle the situation, and it's not a very mature way to handle the situation. Just literally running like as soon as he sees red flags. Like I get it. It was probably an expensive bill, but at the same time, like just ask them like, hey, like I know we were just going to drinks. Like, are you gonna be able to cover this?
To the
Not that hard.
restroom.
No, I never went to the
Okay.
restroom. No.
Oh, Miss Collins. Sir, do you have any evidence for the court?
I do, but I would just like to add,
Yeah.
the next day she did text me about this, and she said I was rude to fit her with a bill like that. And
She said you were rude.
she said I was rude. I told her she was rude to show 45 minutes late, and
Right.
she was rude to ignore me and lie to me.
She would
Yeah,
simply take him
that's
Okay.
Actually, and I have that here for you as well.
Yeah, offer that up to the court. Woo-wee.
what an interesting day in the office for this judge.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been a part of a court case like this? Like, don't go into details. Don't go into details, but like, just let me know. Has it been this type of experience if you've been called to jury duty, or have you been involved in a case like this?
You're a clown for disappearing on our quote date and not paying. This is from the
You
from the
a
plaintiff.
clown.
Defendant says, I said I wanted to meet for drinks, that's in caps, not dinner. Madam plaintiff says, you're just full of it and cheap. Defendant says, just sent you $20 for my drinks. Go find another sucker. I ain't the one.
What a savage, bro.
Sensational.
Sensational.
I do see where there was a digital $20 sent. Ma'am, did you receive this money?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't think I have to hear any more from either of you two. I've seen this story before. The court is ready to rule. Now, nobody hates a cheap man
What is it? What's the verdict gonna be?
more than me. Nobody. What this court will not condone is women or men coming into my courtroom under the guise of chivalry when what they're really doing is dating for dinner. Ma'am, you are dating for a meal. It's low integrity, it's anti-feminist, and for lack of a better term, it's trifling. Believe it or not, counterintuitive, you cheapen yourself. You cheapen yourself. You become a version
Pop off. Pop off, Judge Ebony Williams.
of a type of prostitute. I'm just going to tell it to you plain, and I don't believe that's what you intend. Now, if this is a man you are seeing, if this is a man you are dating actively, if this is a man who you've invested time and energy into as well, then your expectation should rise according to that mutual investment. And then, Mr. Sutton, you do have to put up or shut up. But at this point, the court is not convinced that you did anything wrong. In fact, the court is convinced, ma'am, that you operated in bad faith, that you wasted this man's time. So the court completely
Is this what the kids
dismisses
do
the
now?
plaintiff's claim of $218.69. That is my ruling.
Ooh, man. That's an interesting court case that I have never ever witnessed in my entire life, and I didn't even know this was a thing. Like I didn't. The way that the judge put it, that she is basically prostituting herself for dinner, for a meal with somebody who she's never known, just so that she can get her dinner paid for. It was a very interesting perspective. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.